Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Today I wanted to talk about some potential Origin Rover leaks, the celebration event for Origin that we've got later this week, the 3.5.1 update out of 3.6 coming later this month. We've got a channel update with an Origin 890 jumped giveaway for June and much more. Potentially there's quite a lot of stuff happening this month. 3.5.1, 3.6, new ship sales, and there's even been leaks and rumours about some of the things that we might see in the Origin celebration event this week. Recently, one of the concierge packs, and if you're a concierge you can see these very expensive loads of ship packages on the RSI website, it showed the Origin Rover listed as an item in there. It didn't have any pictures hooked up. Then a few hours later, it got some Origin logos in there. It looked like it had just been added. In fact, it has placeholder text for its usage as well. Typically, it would say this is for combat or whatever, but it just literally has some placeholder text there. The Origin Rover is supposed to come with the 600i Explorer, but it should be available separately in the game as well to purchase or buy whatever in-game or out-of-game, whatever. I am very much expecting it to be unveiled with the Origin sale. Whether it's going to be in concept or straight to drivable, that's another matter entirely. Probably concept. Flare and item-wise, we saw an Origin Racing jumpsuit in the latest newsletter. This is what I would expect to be one of a few maybe new flare and clothing items available during the sale as potential extra bits that you can buy with your ship or buy separately, or maybe get if you do a particular thing. Maybe they're part of packages, maybe different flight suits with varying colours and helmets and that sort of thing for each of the 300 series of ship variants, the racing suit being for the 350R, for example. From the updated Origin lore post, they mentioned a couple of things: a secret project, the Goldfinch, and the Origin 200 series. Now, beyond that, those are their names. At this stage, we know nothing more about them. We could see some more info at the Origin celebration, or even a sale of these, if it's something they want in the game. It might just be sort of like stuff that's all about the lore, or ships that have been phased out previously in lore. With the 200 series, though, if they do put it in the game, it doesn't necessarily have to be a size between the 100 and 300 series. It could be a different range or different type or different size or from any age in lore. The Goldfinch is anyone's guess, but looking at a real life Goldfinch, the bird, I would expect something small and racy, maybe? It's got a colourful face and wings. It's cool looking birds. The 3.5.1 patch is currently in its EVOCATI phase and has been for quite a while. I'm surprised it's not in wider PTU yet, but maybe it will go straight to live because they want to sort of like have it go live at the same time as the Origin sale and have surprises with that. But it looks like we're going to have that live and the celebration simultaneously later this week, most likely. We know it's got persistent loadouts now, that patch, between reclaiming ships, which is so awesome and should be addressing a load of the 3.5 issues that we previously had. But it's still going to be an alpha, there's still going to be problems, almost certainly. 3.6 might address them further, but again, it is one of the issues with Star Citizen and the way they roll out patches. There's always going to be bugs and issues. We know that there is a new website-based 300 series ship customization system coming with the celebration and that 3.5.1 patch. This is going to allow for pre-customized purchases. So this is manufacturer customization is the sort of term they use. This will be fully available in-game at some point too, but from what we've seen of the system so far, it appears that from the website, you are able to change the interior and exterior of your ship. Some changes are free, so like paint jobs and that sort of stuff. There's a range there. There's flare items. You can change steering wheels and seats and load of other stuff that add lots of like flare items. Some of them will have use. Some of them have a little bit of use now. And this definitely has elements of microtransaction. It's microtransaction levels of customization, but as I said, it should all be available in-game at some point. One of the less important changes or odd ones is that you can change weapon and system bundles. So you can go, I want a load of weapons, and they're sort of like carefully curated for the ship, is the idea, and systems, so different coolers and shields. You can't purchase them separately from this form of customization. You sort of like buy them as a bundle, and they'll cost a reasonable amount of money. Now, The better thing, in my opinion, is because 3.5.1 is going to have persistent changes on your ships anyway. Buy the exact items you want in-game with in-game currency. Why would you want to spend extra money, probably the most expensive form of customization for ships, and getting different items and systems, when you're going to be able to upgrade them to even better ones in-game anyway. So just be aware of that. Just buy the specific weapons you want. Bam. Then you can fit them to your ship, and then they persist anyway, even when you reclaim them. Along with the Celebration and 3.5.1 patch, all of the 300 series of variants have been reworked and flyable, and they'll be customizable too. So you've got the 300i, 315p, 325a, and the 350r. More ships will get this form of customization later, and owners of these ships will be able to customize without rebuying their ships if they want. You should see some way of customizing that straight from the website. The ability to change ships' interior and exterior colors is the main thing that I'm really interested in at this stage. But we will know more once we have the system in our hands. I very much suspect that all Origin ships will be on sale again, with a limited amount of Warbond 890 jumps, as well as potentially the Origin Rover 200 series Goldfinch maybe, and some other ones too, who knows. Also, after messing around a bit more with the 300 series cargo bay, 300i, I would actually suspect that a Tumbril Ranger would be able to fit in there now looking at it. I think it would. Citation needed when the actual bike is built out, but those Rangers are still on concept sale until the 10th of June. May's giveaway winner was Zedicus Zoranda. Congratulations, you have won a Drake Corsair. For June, the channel is giving away an Origin 890 jump. This is a mega luxury party capital ship, almost 200 meters in size, we believe, and hopefully will make it into the 3.6 alpha patch planned at the end of June. It has been kindly donated by Odyssey Interstellar, who are hilariously good fun and active org even now. More details on them and the 890 giveaway at the end of the video. I'm also planning to get some gameplay and a interview up with them later this month. The last thing that I've got to do for the Star Citizen podcast that I'm planning is to work out what day and time I want to do it, and then invite the guests for the first one. It's all sort of like ready and planned out to a degree. I do want to get my channel involved as much as possible in choosing topics and questions, and it being as interactive as possible, because I do think that's important, and that's one of the things I love with podcasts. As I said earlier, 3.6 should be live by the end of June, though I'm not sure if anything is sort of like out of whack because of the late 3.5.1 patch. Typically they like 6 weeks, at least a solid month to content lock a patch. But if their schedule was to be kept, then 3.6 should go to EVOCATI pretty soon after 3.5.1 goes live. No later than 2 weeks before the end of June would be my expectation at the sort of like very latest. Some highlights of the 3.6 patch are the lore and black market systems, rentable ships in the persistent universe, a range of AI server and flight model improvements, new weapons and shield tech, weapon attachments, the 890 jump, Banner Defender and Vanguard rework, and much more. Expect a flyable ship sale for the release as well. Health-wise, a lot of you may know that I suffer from quite bad bipolar disorder and anxiety, but I'm doing pretty well. I've also been improving my health somewhat. I've got rid of all the delicious pastas and rice and lovely food I would normally eat and replaced it with whole wheat and noodles and quinola and buckwheat. It's not that bad either. I'm losing weight, going for a half-hour run a day. I'm still anxious about a load of random things, but I've been managing it really well over the last couple of weeks, and thank you for everyone that's been asking about me and my father. My dad seems to be doing pretty well as well, so I'll keep you up to date if anything changes with that. I'm trying to improve the Patreon, Subscribe Star, and YouTube Join button members rewards. So I'm listing my top contributors as producers for my videos, and we'll be getting everyone that's gone the extra mile involved in topics and questions in my podcast and other bits and bobs as well. If you have any feedback on those, please don't hesitate to contact me. The channel is massively community supported, and it is massively appreciated that you support it. It's also been my intention for a while to hire someone, Zinnia, to work with me full-time on the channel and help me make Star Citizen content, so I'll be discussing and finalising that hopefully later this month too. The plan with that is that she'd focus mainly on editing, but also to help me get footage in game, make videos, stream regularly. It should mark a huge improvement in quality and quantity of content for the channel, but also more gameplay focused content in addition to what we already have, and more streams, things like that. But what do you think? Do you think we will see new ships, vehicles, or concepts during the Origins celebration? Are you excited for the 3.5.1 or 3.6 updates? Do you think 3.6 might get delayed? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For June, we have an Origin 890 Jump, the massive luxury ship that should also be flyable with Alpha 3.6 at the end of the month. That is a huge sort of like capital luxury ship. It's been donated by Odyssey Interstellar, a friendly industrial expansionist organization in Star Citizen that focus on mining, trading, industry, exploration, research, and infrastructure. In short, commerce is their goal. They run regular weekly events in-game now. Please check them out if you are looking for an org to join. Links down below. There are a couple of services I shield for as well that you might find useful. If you're looking for a VPN, then check out NordVPN. I use it for security, privacy, and more. It has massive advantages over free VPNs, and if you use the code BoredGamer, you get 75% off your subscription. Boom! Also, there is Shadow Cloud Gaming. This is an alternative to having your own or upgrading your gaming rig on PC. It leverages the power of the internet and your own Shadow server that emulates a high-spec Windows 10 PC, so you can play up to 144Hz 4K anywhere with an old PC, laptop, smartphone, or even tablet. Freedom to play anywhere. The internet is good enough anyway, and it works really well with Star Citizen and all the games that I play, and is constantly updated and even improved with new hardware. Again, use the code BoredGamer for discount. Links below to all of that jazz. Thank you to all that support the channel through Patreon, the YouTube join button, donations, subscribe star, as well as anyone that just generally subscribes, likes, comments, and shares my content. Dings that bell, ding ding. If you feel so inclined, you can find links to all of that down below. A special thank you though to my VIP producers this month: Dalamars, Catastros, Raz, Gear Khan, General Aventador, Robert Johnson, and Andy Green, who have given well beyond the norm in support for the channel. I know a load of other people have, but I can't name them all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the verse.